Let's take a look at the best roulette systems introduced in 2023. In 2023 alone, I've cataloged over 200 roulette systems that are part of my site, JackAce.com. And CEG has rated 13 of these systems a grapefruit, their highest and best rating. And I've had a few choice picks this year as well. Let's see some of my favorite roulette systems of 2023 today on JackAce. What up, donkeys? Jack Haze here with JackAce.com, where I talk about gambling, math, and stuff like that. And today I'm going to show you my top 5 roulette systems of 2023. If you've seen my channel before, you know I maintain a database of over 400 roulette systems that have been introduced by the CEG Dealer School and a few original systems submitted by my subscribers. And in 2023, I've added over 200 systems, some good, some bad, and some downright awful. So sit back, relax, and stay tuned while I show you my favorite picks of 2023. One of my favorite systems that CEG has reviewed is called Last Tango in Vegas. This is a hit and run system that's best played right before leaving your hotel for the airport. CEG rated the system an A grapefruit, and I did too. The buy-in is $200, and you basically pick a number in the center column and bet it straight up, a couple of split bets, the containing dozen bet, and pray for the best. Betting this pattern can win you over $2,700 when you hit the jackpot, and you can win $475 when you hit one of your 4 splits. And if you hit one of the other 7 numbers in the dozen, you'll win $25 that you reinvest and press on the dozen bet for your next spin. And you'll either hit one of your 5 jackpot numbers or go broke trying. And in my JackAce Roulette Simulator, over thousands of trials, we were successful hitting our jackpot around 16% of the time. What I like best about this system is that it really maximizes your chances of hitting a big payout, yet it keeps you in the game with the safety net of that dozen bet. And since it's a hit and run system, you don't spend a ton of time churning bets and giving the house your money in the form of expected losses. And that top tier jackpot of over $2,700 is a great end to a Vegas trip. Martingale can be a scary word, but I do have a pick for best Martingale system. The system is called V28, and the best part about it is that there are only 2 levels of Martingale, so you don't necessarily end up homeless when things go south. If you're not familiar with Martingale, it's a system where you double your bets on a loss, hoping to recover from previous losses. With V28, you buy in for $10.50 and start off with a $350 bet. You bet $150 on the second dozen and bet $50 on 4 uncovered corners. Hitting any of the covered numbers will net you a $100 win. You have really good coverage of the wheel, so you only have to navigate a minefield of 9 whacks on a single zero wheel and 10 whacks on a double zero wheel. And when you hit one of your whacks, you double your bets for a total bet of $700, so you still have a chance to recover. After you make 2 $200 wins, then you reset back to your first bet and keep cashing in those $100 wins. And in my JackAce Roulette Simulator, we were able to win $500 with this system around 53% of the time on a single zero wheel and 48% of the time on a double zero wheel. But as a general rule, I try to stay away from Martingale systems because they're extremely risky. You often exchange a higher success rate for the possibility of financial ruin, but with just 2 levels of Martingale, you don't have to worry too much about living on the streets when you lose. And for the best flat bet system of 2023, I like DGen TIE Fighter. With a flat bet system, you just bet one betting pattern and repeat the process until you're sick of winning. With DGen TIE Fighter, you bet $25 on the middle double street, $15 each on the end cap double streets, and $10 each on 2 uncovered corner bets. I guess that looks like an Imperial TIE Fighter? Your wins up the middle will net you a $75 win, and when you hit the other numbers, you'll win 15. You have pretty good coverage with 70.3% and 68.4% coverage of the wheel, and the best approach to playing is to just pluck off a couple of wins while avoiding the whacks. And as I'll tell you with most roulette systems, don't stick around too long at the table. In the JackAce Roulette Simulator, I was able to increase my bankroll from 500 to 600 around 70% and 64% of the time for single and double zero wheels. This is the system you're looking for. And I've said this many times, but let me take this time to reiterate. I don't endorse any system that you play purely for comps. If you don't know what comps are, they're the free perks that casinos give to high rollers in exchange for their commitment to around 4 hours of gambling per day. So if you play at a $100 minimum roulette table for 4 hours a day, you can usually earn yourself a free room and meals for your entire stay at a typical Las Vegas casino. The reason why I don't suggest playing a system for comp reasons only is because the multi-hour play requirements nearly ensure that the house is going to win its cut of your money. In fact, for every $1 you earn in comps, you usually end up losing $5 in your effort of getting free gifts.
Shut up and take my money!
So the best strategy for earning comps is to pick a system you like with a high average bet and just play that. The best strategies are the ones you would just play anyway. So with that out of the way, in picking my favorite comp system, I just picked a flat bet system with good coverage and a high average bet. So for the best comp system of 2023, I picked the system Trust 28. Trust 28 has a $350 average bet and a suggested buy-in of $1,500. But I am warning you that $1,500 is probably not enough to last you 8 hours if you plan on using the system for comps. To bet Trust 28, bet $150 on one column or dozen, $120 on another column or dozen, and then bet $15, $15, $20, and $30 on 4 uncovered numbers straight up. You'll have 75.7% coverage on a single zero wheel and 73.7% coverage on a double zero wheel. And you'll win $100 when the big dozen hits and $10 when the small dozen hits. And when your straight up bets hit, you can win $190, $370, or up to $730 for your jackpot number. So there's enough variance with the payouts to keep things interesting, and there's good coverage of the wheel to try to navigate the minefield of wax for 8 hours. But again, be prepared to lose much more than what you earn when you use a comp system. Those neon lights don't pay for themselves. And the best in show system of 2023 has got to be Fibonacci dozens, aka golden entry. This is a negative progression system where you bet on a single dozen or column. And when you lose, you increase your bet according to the Fibonacci sequence. If you're not familiar with Fibonacci, the sequence is 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, 34, 55, and so on. You just take the last 2 numbers and add them together to get the next number in the sequence. The reason this sequence exists is because it can be found in nature, art, and even the cosmos. You can see the pattern in pine cones, seashells, the golden ratio, and even star formations in galaxies. And when you win your 2-to-1 bet, you'll recover any losses you might have lost on the way, and you'll usually end up a few bucks. And in my JackAce simulator with a $4,000 bankroll and a $100 starting bet, I was able to win $1,000, 71% and 69% of the time on a single and double zero wheel. And it's easy to scale the system down to suit your preferred table limits. With something like a $1 minimum ETG, you can scale it all the way down to a $1 starting bet with a $40 bankroll. So that's the best of what 2023 had to offer. And all of these systems and the best of years past are all available on my site, JackAce.com. We have over 400 systems to choose from, so there's a system for nearly every person. Now, not every highly rated system is for everyone, including the ones mentioned here, but these systems are good at achieving their specific goals. And I hope this goes without saying, but no roulette system will give you an edge over the house in the long run. No combination of negative expectation bets can ever result in a positive expectation, no matter how creative you get. You can't build a 10-foot wall by digging a hole creatively.
How are we gonna get out of here?
We'll dig our way out!
So what's your favorite system of 2023? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoy this content, remember to like and subscribe. Always gamble responsibly, never play 000 roulette, and peace out, donkeys.